All right, have and have not fans. I feel like this is probably like my 7th or 8th video on this very subject, but since we're getting more Derrick than usual, I figured I might as well talk about it. I don't even know what to title this thing. I really don't want to title it The Lion Tattoo. Maybe I'll say, is Derrick hiding something? I know that I'm trying not to repeat myself because in a lot of videos I've already talked about him being the lion tattoo guy. Do I want him to be the lion tattoo guy? Absolutely not, due to the fact that we finally have Hanna going outside of her comfort zone, legitimately being happy despite. If there's anybody on this show that needs happiness, it's Hanna. She's been through a lot. Not to say a lot of other characters haven't been through a lot themselves, but most of that stuff is things they've brought upon themselves. Hanna, you know, she needs some happiness. But when it comes to the guy with the lion tattoo, the guy that raped her, who is also AKA Candace Young's father, I like to think that, you know, in terms of Derrick, people were like, well, you would think that Hanna would recognize him, you know, despite it being so long ago and this and that. But nobody, few people have commented on videos in my Facebook post thinking that, well, maybe, you know, visually he changed, you know, as he got older. And I'm pretty sure like Hanna doesn't look the same she did as when she was younger in terms of the haves and have-nots. I mean, she does look like she did in The Heat and the Night, aside from, you know, some wrinkles here and there, but that's it. But I'm talking like in general, you know, people do change. Like, for all we know, the guy that raped her probably had like a Jerry curl or something. We don't know. And in terms of Derrick, you know, maybe he changed his ways, became a nice guy, got a respectable job, married a nice woman, and that's where he had, you know, his kids. I think he said he had 3 sons, all college age or something along those lines. But yeah, you never know. I mean, maybe this guy was the one that raped her and he legitimately changed for the better. I mean, to be honest, it will be an interesting parallel to the Erica and David situation, because Erica originally started out as somebody trying to con David, but maybe he's legitimate. Maybe she's legitimately beginning to have feelings for him, and the truth will come out at some point, and David's reaction will be the most important part of that scene. Same thing with Derrick and Hanna. Hypothetically speaking, let's say if he was the man that raped her, but they actually begin to have feelings for each other, but then the truth comes out in some way, shape, or form, whether it's them, you know, about to have sex and then the lion tattoo is revealed. We just don't know. I mean, there are a couple of things that can happen with that. Either he and Hanna are about to have sex and the shirt comes off, or the fact that he's a handyman, you know, he helps, you know, he plumbs and does lawn stuff. You never know. Maybe there'll be an accident where he gets sprayed with some water or, you know, some dirt, and he has to take his shirt off to get it washed. That's when the tattoo comes out. I feel like the biggest question is, even if Derrick is the guy with the lion tattoo, in what sort of scenario do you think the lion tattoo will be revealed? That's what I want to know. So in terms of Derrick, it's just like, I want to like this guy, but it's just this show has destroyed my trust in people in a way, because every time a character on the show seems like they are sincere, that they're for justice, they're a good person, give them a few more episodes, or even maybe when they appear like a season later and you'll find out what their true colors are. I don't know what to expect from Derrick. I mean, like I said in the trailer breakdown for next week's episode, there is a brief scene where it looks like, you know, he's going in for a kiss on Hanna, and she's kind of backing off like, you know, hey, now we had a fun last night, but you kind of overstepping your boundaries here. So it could be, because I did notice this about, you know, Derrick on the first date. He did seem to be slightly aggressive. You know, it could be played off as flirting and whatnot, because it was a cute scene. But if you just dig between, because I'm a guy, so I kind of like, I don't know, I just kind of felt that in a way he was kind of pushy in some sense. Like, you know, that kiss goodnight, that was understandable. You know, like, hey, I couldn't resist just doing that. But I need to see the entire scene for next week's episode when he's in the kitchen with Hanna. Like, you know, she's going to be talking with Melissa at some point in that episode in the kitchen. So maybe she goes back upstairs, then Derrick shows up, and it's like, oh, so we're alone now. And then, you know, I'm sorry, I'm sure he doesn't laugh like that, but I couldn't think of what else to insert there in terms of a sound. But maybe, you know, he'll try to put the moves on Hanna, and it's like, whoa, come on, slow down, cowboy. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, because maybe he doesn't rape anymore, but him being a bit aggressive, that wasn't that part of his past life isn't buried. So just look out for the clues, people. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, do you think that Derrick is the guy that raped Hanna? Do you think he is the one with the lion tattoo? We'll just have to wait and see. I feel like this is definitely something we need to keep our eyes on, because I do like how they're developing their story, you know, episode by episode, which may lead to the whole scene where Veronica looks like she's putting her arm around Derrick because, you know, she's had a falling out with both David and Benny. So why not move on to the next one? But I'm just wondering what could happen from there. You know, will this scene between Veronica and Derrick occur after, you know, he tries to make moves on Hanna and she rejects him? I want to know what happens next week already during that scene between Derrick and Hanna. Does Hanna like, look, you know what, you're nice, but I'm not ready for all this. You need to go. And then Veronica calls Derrick up because she knows that he's single. I mean, she doesn't know that he's dating Hanna apparently, but she knows that Derrick is single because, remember, Derrick told Catherine, it's like, between you and Mrs. Harrington trying to hook me up on these dates, how am I going to do my day job? So maybe she'll be like, there's somebody I can call up. I better call on Tyrone, or in this case, Derrick. But we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Derrick is the tattoo guy, the rapist, Candace's dad, aka Stephanie Mills' bestie? I mean, you know what? I want Derrick to stay on the show if every time him and Hanna go on a date, there's like a new singer that's, you know, an old school singer doing a hit song. So yeah, I like that. So subscribe if you haven't done so already. More videos are on the way, and I'll talk to you later.